Morning folks, Massey Dave here. It is Wednesday morning. Hope you're all well. Thank you for your comments, likes, maybe subscribers, much appreciated. Hope I've managed to get back to everybody on the comments by one means or another acknowledgement. Yeah, we went in yesterday and we've got seals for that drive shaft off of that thing out there. So we're going to get that put in and then probably take some more stuff apart on the 1250 and think I'll have a digger to look at today, fuel pump, I don't know, wait for the phone call. So let's get going. As you know, we do 3 videos a week of whatever random stuff happens here. So if it floats your boat, give us the old thumbs up, hit the old subscribe button. Don't cost you a bean, but it helps things along this end and it gives me the inspiration and drive to keep you informed with stuff here that I pick up and learn over the years and look at myself and think, how's this made, how's that made, how can I make this, who do I know that can make that? So we just get on with it. So let's get this seal in. So yesterday we got the bearing put in. I took the took that out the other side so oil that's in there can get into the bearing. The seal we got is a double lipped one, so being double lipped you got oil seal one side and you got effectively a dirt seal the other. So we'll get this lubed up and carefully put into place. I did clean all the shaft up around there before it went together. So let's say lube it up, slip it in. Right, let the fun begin. I've cleaned up the faces in there. I did have a problem when I took it out. I don't know if you can see there is a collar that sits in there, and then you've got your drive gear in behind it. But when I took it apart, that thing dropped down in there. Fortunately, I managed to have a little magnet bend in to pick it up to bring it back. I might just tip this over a little bit more so it lies a bit flatter to get that back in there without everything dropping down again. Well, that's a relief. I've got it in. I couldn't have done it with it on an angle because those inside bits were just slipping down, so he's virtually flat. So we get the bolts in quick, then we can tip it back up to the right position. I must be glad to see the back of this job. It's been here long enough. Keep putting it off and putting it off. It's only for him next door. Here we go. Right, let's get the socket on the go and nimble fingers getting in the tight places. All back in place. Just got that to repair now. I'll go and clean it up and get that welded somewhere where it should be. Then we get the track on, back gear on, and that on. That should be done. Right, as good as new. It's a bit hot. I'm going to leave that to cool down for a little bit. Gonna have a cup of tea. It'll go on for a bit longer. Well, one track lever back in, drive cog on, get the bolt in there, and then get the adjuster and wind it up. Take the slack out of it. A nice little job. Gear oil, topped up the gearbox. I think we're good to go then. Hoorah! And it works. Hoorah for that. Let's get back to doing some tractor stuff. We got the 2 pumps we got out yesterday. Give them some degreaser, we'll give them a clean off. Ready to strip them down. We'll have a look at the valves and the bits I also got on. We've got one of these pumps here on the bench. We just run through those holes with a 3/8 UNC tap, clean the threads out, a couple of bolts, wind those in, and then that should hopefully put enough pressure on to pull this off of that shaft. When you got them in, you got to make sure you get them on a particular point. Not that you can see it, but if you wind it in too far, you won't be able to turn that. So if you wind it back a little bit, undo the bolt, turn it to a certain point, then the bolts will fit on the lugs on the housing. But when I get it off, you'll see what I mean. So it has just started to move. As you can see, bit of equal pressure. That's now releasing itself from the shaft. Probably need 2 hands on this, but just keep winding that. It's loose and wobbly. So that's the points. Oh, we got a bit of rope around there. Yeah, you got some little lugs here, so you need to get the bolts caught on those. If you go in too deep, you always got to get a longer bolt to push on the back of the housing, but at least he's off. I wonder where all that bit of string is. Here we are, on site with this little digger. Let's see what we can find with this. Oh, look at that. There's that tractor again. Right, that Volvo digger needs to go back to further investigation. We've got no power at the pump, but the fuses are okay, so I think it could be a broken wire in the loom. We overcome it, we bypassed it for now, so you got pump fuel in. Oh, back to this. Pump's got the other one stripped down, pulley off. It was a bit tight, I had to have a extra help with a chisel behind it to get it to free off. So yeah, fittings are going in a tub ready for plating another day. We've got the portional valve here for the auxiliary hydraulics and the multi-power feed, so we've got the unions all out of that. We're going to now strip this down. We've got a circlip down in there, 2 ports there just to come out with valves and springs inside, so we'll get this stripped apart, cleaned and checked and reassembled. So we got the one valve out, the shuttle one here with the grooves in, that's out. Just managed to get the circlip out, it's buried right down in there. Then we can get that one out. All be well. Got a bit oily and steamy on the things. Oh, look, that's a bit better. Well, I finally got the gubbins out. Doesn't look scored at all. We'll give it a good clean up. We'll get that in the parts washer and clean all the rubbish out that's lurking down in the bottom of those. And then we'll get that wipe over and reassemble it. Now we've been back to this again. I think it's the switch, so I bypassed it. And yeah, had a fiddle. Oh, just got received back a nicely refurbished wiring loom for, I think it's a case tractor. My man's done a good job. Taking them a little while, but every wire in this is pretty well cooked up, so hopefully customer will be happy with that. But yeah, these plugs, yeah, non-existent, but I think he said bizarrely enough the pins in that are the same as Scania, believe it or not. So yeah, they're coming to collect that tonight. Anyway folks, I got 2 of my followers here. Jim, I went to school with back in the day, and his brother Rich, who went to school same place as I did. They got their wiring loom back. It's taken a while. What do you think of it?
Brilliant job. Lovely job. So
you can get that put back in your...
get that put back in my MXM 155 and
yeah,
hopefully everything will be perfect.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a challenge because every wire was pretty well cooked.
I expect so, yeah. Well, 20 years of hard work and
yeah,
17,000 hours to take the toll on everything, doesn't it?
Yeah. So you'll be watching this on what day? When is it? Maybe tomorrow night.
Well, cheers, Dave. You're a star, aren't you?
Well, I try my best as always. I can't promise anything, but we get there in the end.
No, marvellous job.
Yeah, it's all been nicely bound up.
All bound and everything. He's done a really good job on that.
Yeah.
Pleased with the chap.
When you say to see the work he does for you on the
Fergus
and what have
yeah.
you. So.
I say, like anything, if you want good stuff, you have to wait.
That's it.
But we get there in the end.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So
get her going again.
Hopefully, you can get that fed in tomorrow.
Yes.
And up and running.
Well, hopefully we're getting up and running.
You'll have,
wait for the injectors to come back. And
you'll have to send me a video of it.
I will do. Yeah, we will do. Yeah, I'll send you a video.
Happy days.
We're running again.
Right.
Lovely job.
Morning, folks. Thursday morning. I say mornings are certainly drawing in. I finally just finished watching Flying Fergie Man's video. Took me 3 attempts because people turning up, the missus were coming in, and yeah, so I finished watching it this morning. Anyway, look what's back. Yeah, I got a problem on the back end. The ram that was repaired a little while ago. The seals are leaking, unfortunately, so We're going to get that taken off, dropped in for Tony to have a look at it. It just needs a new seal, who knows. And then I've got a lot of running around to do today, but hopefully some bits for that 135 finally. So let's deal with this first. Right, well, we got the ram dropped off, so hopefully they're going to sort that out for me. We're nearly down to where the fabrics are going to be, and I'm 15 minutes ahead of schedule. So Joy's getting up early and beating the traffic, so fingers crossed we can get this template, get it back, offer it up, and then back down here again. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Hurrah, we have got 2 bits. Let's get this back, get these on and test fit the other bit. Wow, finally that fits on there like it should. And we've got the other side fitted on. Absolutely brilliant. If I knew then what I know now, I'd have just got these made in the first place. Right, under these side bits, let's put the template thing in and get this job sorted. Well, after an epic morning of turning around the countryside, we're finally back. Glad to have a coffee. Harry picked a few bits up this morning. Result with that, getting there. And we've got the injector pump back for this. So we'll get this put on. Be another job wrapped up, all being well. So one nice, shiny, serviced, tested CAV rotary pump. Shame Apprentice is not here to do this. She took it apart, so I've got to work out. But she did say she'd left the bits in the tub there laid out for me. So hopefully I'm going to ring her and find out what to do. So we'll get busy and fit it on. A few more bits I picked up. 1,200 parts, and there's some more bosses made up for the release bits to go on the link arms. That's one of my original ones. I've had some more of these made up, so I just got to get some bar bent up and fitted in, and they can be sent off for plating another day. Lurking in the back of the van, 2 trunnion casings with all the new bushings put in, front and back on both of them, because the old ones are worn out. So that's 4 of these I've had done now, and most likely those 2 over there are going to need doing. So we can get the bit sorted. This is an early one because of the shape of it, and a later one, so we can get sorted and invoiced out and get the customers to get these collected. Right, pumps all fitted in. Injectors are a bit of a strain to get on. They didn't quite want to line up, but a bit of persuasion with a pair of pliers, they soon went on. So I think everything's there is tightened up now. So we'll get some fuel bled through, connect the battery up, see if she breathes into life. A little bit of pumping going on. The filter bowl starting to fill up. We'll keep going. We've got the bleed nipple undone the other side, so I'll wait for it to dribble out of that. Right, well, we've bled that one. We bled that one. As you can see, we've got a bit of fuel on the floor. So we'll connect the battery up, crack the injector off, see what happens. Right, we've got a bit of fuel coming up the injector. Bit of smoke come in. It lives. Right, just need to take, yeah, got an injector pipe here, not tight enough. Easy sorted. Topped it up with water and a load of antifreeze. Can't see because it's a bit high up, but spilt a bit. I have one little tiny leak. Jubilee clip, tighten that up. But so far, we'll fire it up and check the steering. Then we can put the rest of the brackets on and the bonnet on, and job's good. Result. So sorted that little leak out. Job to get on some of the fittings on that pump, but it's done. Topped up with antifreeze, no leaks, steering works, topped up the fluid. So we'll just get the brackets on and the bonnet on now. exhaust pipe and it might sound a bit quieter. Well, she's done. Everything's back together. No leaks I can see. I'm getting smoke. Hoorah for that. On that note, folks, that'll do for today. Thank you for watching. Give us the old thumbs up, like, subscribe. Don't cost you anything. Be much appreciated. Drop us a comment. But yeah, at least with this one's finished today. That one's halfway there to being finished. So not a bad day for a Thursday, despite all the running around this morning. But got to be done. So in the meantime, look out for yourselves. Take it steady. Catch you later.